Okay, so episode 4, final episode. There's like a tape deck, so I assume it'll all link back together. Press escape at any time to pause the menu and get help. Got you. Everything will become clear. Nice. I like something that has a resolution. Even if you have like some vagueness at the end, I like having a resolution. That last episode was very Signalis heavy though, for sure.
I think that's enough of that for now.
Excuse me? Wait, hold up. What?
You're quite fond of this show, aren't you?
Why are we fourth wall breaking?
Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
Observation room? Oh, I'm in a wheelchair. Oh no.
This place must be starting to feel like home to you. Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually.
We were in an accident.
Yeah. Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment.
Right, Mr. Asian.
Oh, we're
Now
still
you
Mr.
ready?
Asian.
Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready.
Okay.
This is subject 12, 19, 86, 23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander leading.
There's
And
Alexander.
in the room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian.
Asian. Okay.
As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident. In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back.
Oh, we're
I know
gonna
how
go through
difficult this must
PTSD
be,
shit.
But you can do this. James, it's time to remember.
Do we have to remember? This is gonna be a sad moment.
Your mind. It's
Oh.
like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it.
Okay, so we're revisiting the things we've done before. Okay, we're at the station, but the orb is here with us.
In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world. Locked inside
Yes.
your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back.
So those are members of my
People needed
family.
answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
Okay, so 5610 FM. Almost there.
19, 86, 23, 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F, 12, 19, 86, 23, 04. Type in the numbers, James.
There we go.
You gotta see this.
So that's report. Back over here with this guy. Oh, this one's shorter now. Oh. This isn't going to be like a full thing. Let's see. Report of traffic accident. Number of vehicles 2. It was on the Pleasant Hill Forest Road. A 20-year-old female was involved in a fatal accident. She was injured. I was injured. There's my license number. Let's see. There's a station wagon. Driver's name was Charles Hennings. He's deceased. They were in a sedan. Let's see. Accident description: arrived on the scene to discover 2 cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision. Mr. Asian found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. The driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. Mr. Asian was questioned on the scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control, which he swerved to avoid. Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years. Okay, so we were in an accident. My sister gravely injured. Okay, so empty whiskey, out of control. Those are the circled words.
This is 20F.
Okay, so what was the first thing circled?
1986.
20F-fatal accident.
04. Type in
Yeah?
the numbers, James.
Maybe we have to do all, like, uppercase.
Yeah, this is 20F. 12.
See, the next one was empty whiskey, I think.
86. 23.
And then out of control.
04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this.
Out of control, yes.
This is 20F. 12. 19.
Okay. It's processing.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
7,000 FM. So process to a new signal.
It's not like him at all. I've worked with Officer Hennings
Oh.
for 6 years, and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this. It's him.
The
This
door slams
Asian
shut,
guy.
plunging you into
He's got
darkness.
something to hide.
A light flickers on. Where are we now? This doesn't make sense to you. Yeah, this is a different room. You step out into the hospital ward, only it seems abandoned. Your vision is blurry. This was the room we were in. Exit. You tense up, someone else is here. Is it my sister? Okay, there's a bed that's been taken out. someone else around in like the admin offices, maybe? No one hidden behind the door, at least. You grab the keys from the table. They weigh heavily in your hand. Is that to get us out of the exit? No. See, the only things this way are surgery, home care, and the coma ward. We were in a coma, and potentially someone else could be in surgery. You spent most waking moments in here. That's where we were watching the shows. You only caught a glimpse of the room. You guess that's why there is... Oh, I missed the rest of that. That's locked up. This is another exit. You can go through here. The waiting area is dark, but you feel a presence right behind you. No one was behind us. Someone breathes on your neck, standing over you. Where? Is someone walking with me in like another reality? Are we going to be walking towards where my sister's being kept in the morgue? You feel dread in the pit of your stomach.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward.
Oh,
The
there's the
passenger
machine.
died in the accident. I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules.
TV, camera, there we go, there's my eye.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
Oh, 100 joules. Come on, 100, there we go. This is ready to go. This is ready to go. This guy's set at 10.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
There we go.
Clear.
Just had too many things on.
No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charged at 10.
200 joules. So this is what I went through when I got in the car accident.
200 joules.
And that's how my brain processed it when I was in here. For 200?
Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again.
360.
Charge full.
So far my eye looks very dead on the
360,
screen.
hurry.
Come on, one more. There you go.
Clear. Well, would you look at that?
Okay,
Seems
my eye's
to have a
active.
pulse.
Eye's active.
Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away.
Okay. So X-ray.
Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
There we go. X-rating the cranium.
Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare
Okay.
for trepanation.
We're a drill.
Switch on a drill, please. The drill, please.
It's on. Do you need no charge for the drill? Do I have to pull it closer? Or do I have to see... Yeah, I need to see the RGB. Gotcha.
Sensation. You've made excellent progress. You're doing great.
Ooh,
You need to
ooh.
stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next
There's no
steps.
calm.
The going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
Oh. Yeah, no wonder I'm fucking having trauma responses. I wouldn't want to remember this either. Yeah, here's comfortable. Let's stay here. The house abandoned, the interactive horror adventure. We're back to this. The house is on fire. Oh. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mum, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. Look around. The room is full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mum and Dad. There is a door to the hall. Go to the hall. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main wall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. So let's go upstairs. Actually, let's look around first. Same as ever, stairs, door to the living room, and door to the kitchen. Let's go to the kitchen. Go to the kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table, and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. Let's look around. There is a utility room and writing on the wall. Also, Jen is here signaling you. Nice. So our sisters are floating around. Let's say, go to Jen. You push through, apologizing over and over, and get to Jennifer. You hug. You're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you are enjoying the party. Yes. You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway and to loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. Okay, get a drink. You pour Jen a drink, and one for yourself too. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted for the big trip. Yes. You tell her yes, that you have packed everything with plenty of room to spare. Another hug. Your family have really gone out of their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not fuck up so much. She's going to miss you. You're going to miss her. She walks away. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at approving faces. There is so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. We'll just say drink. You pour and down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Go to the utility room. You open the door and peer in. This door's been locked the entire time. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys. Ceiling to floor racks and a collector, although he does actually drink them too. There is a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. Look at the card. You pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you may have to try it. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room around you. There must be hundreds, no, thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. Find Dad. Okay. Let's say go to kitchen. You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen that is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Go to Dad. Talk to Dad. He tells you he is proud of you and to go easy tonight. Early flight tomorrow. Go to hallway. A few bumps and laughs on the way through, and you make it into the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen, covered in blood. Oh god. See to Jen. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Ask Jen what happened. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. Why are you crying? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Oh god. What happened to you? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Hug Jen. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Oh god. Call for help. We're waiting. Oh, that's... Jen must be the girl that we saw earlier. It's a similar look. Call for help.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I am so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
Everything gonna spark out again? You are standing in the hallway. Something has stopped you in your tracks. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. I got drunk at this party that my family did all of this shit to put together for me and help me with a trip. And I got in a car and drunk drove, and my sister died in the car accident because my person was drunk, and whomever else was involved in the accident may have collided with me. Who knows? Tell Jen you've been drinking. I don't know what you're trying to use. Crap. Go to Jen. I don't want to give Jen a ride home. Okay, we can't do that. Tell Jen you've been drinking. I'm trying not to take my sister on a car ride. Go upstairs. You'd love to call it a night, but Jen is waiting patiently. God damn it. Go outside. There's no point till you find those car keys. Look for keys. You need to look for them. They must be either in the kitchen or the living room. Go to living room. You're sure your keys are in the living room. The living room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on the chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mom is pouring a drink at the cabinet, or a drinks cabinet. Well, let's go to mom. Talk to mom. Okay, we can't talk to mom. Or maybe we say talk to mom. Talk to mom. Tears immediately start to appear in her eyes. My son off to America. She gives you a hug. Hug mom. Hug mom. Okay, we can't continue hugging her. Ask mom about keys. Okay, look for keys. You need to look for them. They must be either in the kitchen or the living room. Let's see. Look. Let's see. Go to coffee table. Look at coffee table. Drinks on coasters like properly civilized people. You can't see your keys. Okay, so go to hall. Empty-handed, you head back out into the hall. You're standing back in the hallway, bottle of whiskey in hand, but no car keys. Jen points to the living room and sighs as she puts on her coat. Wait, okay, so go to living room. Jen thinks they're in the living room. Let's go to the living room. Much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on the chairs having civilized conversation. There's a coffee table in the middle. Your mom. So look around. A coffee table, a drinks cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. Okay, so look through jackets. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha! Car keys in the pocket. You grab both. Go to hallway. Keys in hand, you head back into the hall. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning and no one else is fit state to drive. Like I am? Jen, call a cab. I don't know where we are, but call a cab. You can handle it though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? Don't do this. Go outside. You open the front door and walk out into the freezing night. The cold air hits you. You are glad you have your jacket with you. There is a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house, and the car sits at the front of the house. Go to the car. You fumble with the car handle, confused until Jen tells you maybe use the key in your hand. Unlock the door. Fumbling with the car keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. This should be a high sign to Jen not to fuck around right now. Like, she should take those keys from me, just drive herself home. The car is freezing as you fumble around with your seatbelt. Your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that it's for when you return. Read the note. The note is from your dad and reads, "Hi son, hope you enjoy your break. You'll need to fire up the generator around back to get the power and lights on. Also, found something in the attic for you. It's in your room. Enjoy." The car is freezing. Both you and Jen have your seatbelts on and are ready to go. It's time to go. Turn on car. You try to turn on the ignition with sheer willpower despite holding... come on. Put the key in the car. It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. Turn on car. You turn the key in the ignition and the car roars to life. Take Jen home. Okay, no. Leave. Jennifer is getting impatient. If you value your life, you had better get her home first. I'm trying to get her home. Take Jen home, or drive Jen home. The car squeals but stays stationary. Jen suggests releasing the brake, giving you a wide-eyed stare. God damn it. Release the brake. Release brake. You very hesitantly release the handle brake. So was I spelling brake, B-R-E-A-K? Probably was. Let's see, we released it. Put car into drive. Okay, I didn't have to do that. Drive Jen home. You put the car in gear and pull out the driveway like the first-time driver. Oh, I am driving very drunk on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. Is it left or right? I can't remember. Let's go left. Don't understand. Right. Okay, let's see. Turn left. You don't want to, but you had better ask Jen for directions. Wake Jen up. Okay, turn right. You don't want to, but you better ask Jen for directions. Tell Jen to wake up. Ooh, no, this is not good. This is not good. Ask Jen if it's left or right. She grunts and throws her arm to the left. It's left. Of course it's left. I said it was fucking left. I made a choice. I was right. Turn left. You turn the car left at the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. No, you're drinking. Don't fucking speed. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. Slow down. That's not what really happened, though, is it? Oh, God.
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling at you. Crazy sister. Strange, there is a set of headlights coming directly at you, but really slow, like slow motion. Swerve. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your
James,
car.
For fuck's sake, pull over.
The outside joins the inside. The whole world around you begins to scream. And I assume that's why it's 10:05.
The moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse.
How did I make this worse?
Go on. Show us what you did.
You wake up in the car. Your world is upside down. Your seatbelt struggles against gravity, trying to hold you in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole in the chassis, poisonous fumes spilling into your car from the engines, like in episode 2. Got it. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. Okay, so undo seatbelt. Okay, take off seat belt. You release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over and you slump onto the roof of the car. Open car door. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall to your knees on the ground next... Oh, went too fast. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car has smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You are standing, holding your whiskey and your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching at a distance. So yeah, this is everything that was in episode 2, 100%. Can we interact with this? We cannot interact with this anymore. It's still the blue light. Get rid of whiskey. Come on, James. If you drink this now, you're going to get what's coming to you. Drink whiskey? Did he really drink it? No, okay. Throw away whiskey. You can't just toss this away without thinking. They will find it and they will come to you. Oh. Put whiskey in other car. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of the sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with the whiskey. You then very deliberately spill the remainder of the bottle contents onto the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence onto his passenger seat. Yeah, I thought I read that right earlier, but it felt like I was suddenly being like retconned that I had the bottle. So the mom and dad would know when they saw the bottle. Like it would be rare for this 25-year-old just malt whiskey to be sitting there with him. Yeah. A circle of flashing lights surround you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people, all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. Walk towards figure. Sorry, you're not making any sense. Walk towards lights. Okay. Talk to silhouette. You try to talk, but you are not making any sense. Ask for help. Sorry, you're not making any sense. Okay, tell them what happened. No, okay. One figure steps out of silhouette and walks towards you. Walk to them. Let's see. Check on Jen. Can't check on Jen. Look around. The red and blue flashing lights are causing the pain in your head to be all the more severe. Go instead of walk. Go to silhouettes. There you go. Okay. As you approach the pulsing lights around you get dimmer and dimmer.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember.
So is that Jen's voice that's talking to us?
It was all your fault. I knew what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives.
Oh, that's right, he was a cop that didn't drink.
You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James.
Can we walk
Say
away
it.
from it?
Tell them.
Can we escape?
Listen to yourself.
Is he gonna follow me? Oh, it is gonna follow me. Oh no.
It has to end, James.
Oh, there she is again.
Do you not understand?
We're going back into observation.
This episode you're having must come to an end. Make it stop, make it stop. Do you remember?
Can we turn this off?
Stop the session, Mr. Asian. Go back to where we started.
Sometimes they make you watch past sessions.
Put an end to this nightmare.
All of your episodes are recorded to tape.
You can do this, James. You can let go.
The day room. Just making sure nothing new's in here, but we still have all the puzzles. So will she still be back here, though? She's not. Okay, so she basically transfers to this location down here and becomes the doctor. Shit in here is going wild, though. Alexander's notes.
Mr. James, although I fear it will certainly not be his last. When asked about events that happened in the past, he confused fact and fiction and told us a story about a computer game. I was talking to him. I think he was back at his own house, Mum and Dad's house, and he always talked about a room at Red X. When he couldn't get in.
Where we had the whiskey.
This means or what it's going to do with the accident, but I guess some more sessions will maybe reveal that. We're going to try again tomorrow.
This one's lit up now.
think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, so back to the story of Stories Untold. All very circular, where we started in this episode. Nice. Very, I mean, overall very nice. I don't know why I couldn't click the tape deck a number of times, but like overall very good game. Like I hate the ending. not that it's a bad ending. I hate the ending because I, as the character, am a huge piece of shit. Like Mr. Anson is awful, and he fucking put the bottle in the police officer's car. He killed his sister. Should never have gotten in the car first, and I also blame the sister for asking him to, she should have just stayed there. Like, she could see he was drunk. She told him numerous times, you are, like, having problems. And she's like, no, just drive me home anyway. And then she, not only did she still persist in asking him to go, which is a stupid thing on his part, and he shouldn't have been doing it anyway. He knows he shouldn't have been doing it anyway. She immediately goes to sleep. At the very least, make sure he stays awake to keep you guys alive. Then he fucks around with the gas pedal afterwards, being an even bigger piece of shit. And then they fucking wreck into a cop. And the cop is dead on the scene. The daughter dies, or the sister dies. Like, he's such a bad person. He's probably just someone who's like, oh, I'm a nice kid, this shouldn't happen to me. It's like, no, you were a piece of shit. Like, you shouldn't have been driving. You shouldn't have been fucking around while you're driving. You fucking hit a car. You didn't take responsibility. You should have taken care. Oh, the tape changed. How dare. I agree. The sister is to blame as well. You can even offer her whiskey and she'll take it. Yeah, see, and I understand, like, when you're younger, you think you're just able to do anything in the world, take on the world. I'm older now. I'm in my 40s. Like, I'm 41 years old. I understand that bad shit sometimes just happens when you think you have control. Even worse, it's usually your fault anyway when those moments happen. I'm speaking specifically to, like, if you're driving drunk or something. Like, if you knew you were driving and then you got in a fender bender or worse, and you're just like, oh, you know, I mean, yeah, this kind of stuff happens. Like, no, you got behind the wheel while you were drinking. That's fucked up. So, James is a piece of shit. He's an awful human being. I'm glad the mom doesn't want to talk to him. I would be very angry at him as well. Understanding that he's my child, I would probably still talk to him eventually, but like in the beginning, I would be very angry. Not only was he drinking beforehand, he was also snagging alcohol from his dad without asking, and a large quantity of it too. So, and worst off, the parents know what happened. Like, when they got there and they saw the bottle of alcohol, they would clearly know what happens in that moment. Oh, it's awful. It's a gut-wrenching story. Good game, though. Like, in terms of, like, a text adventure horror, great puzzle elements, good story. It starts a little weird at first because you're going through things and you're feeling out the emotions of the game. Good story that evolves into a better story, and then you are kind of left gut-checked at the end of the story. And it is also, being a time game, very circular. They do a good job of that whole play of things like, here's where you start, here's where you're ending, kind of bringing things back full circle, which we've had a lot of experience with like Alan Wake 2. Solid, like, 8 out of 10 game for me. Like, started at a 6 with the chapters 1 and 2, moved to like a 7 with episode 3. Episode 4 is solid 8. So the last session, combining the whole game together, solid 8 out of 10. Very, very good game. I'm very happy we played this one on stream. And it was a quick game too, like really quick one and done, which I like.